confession time. I love Warhammer. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video, we're going to be talking about a new RTS. Yes, that's right, that genre is not dead. And this RTS is special. Why? Because it's based upon the Age of Sigmar. That's right, another Warhammer game is currently in development, and that is what we're going to be discussing here today. But first, if you're new here, welcome. Here at Action RPG, I stream, I do tech reviews, I cover major gaming news, but the big portion of this channel, all things Action RPG. So if you grew up loving the Diablo series, if you're a fan of top-down isometric hack-and-slash style games, you are in the right place. So please consider subscribing and supporting smaller channels. Alright, let's break down this new Warhammer game. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. Here we go. Alright, so let's jump right into this. Right now I'm on PC Gamer's N. Title of the article, Age of Sigmar RTS, coming from Elite Dangerous developer. I like that image, look at that. The old world has been destroyed, but you'd hardly know that from video games. There haven't been many attempts to make PC games based on Games Workshop's new Warhammer setting, Age of Sigmar, even though it's now been out in the tabletop land going on 5 years. But that's about to change since Frontier developer has revealed it's working on an Age of Sigmar RTS. Now what this is talking about is that Warhammer universe is ever changing. You've got their 40k universe, you've got their fantasy universe, and then right now what they actually play on tabletop is the Age of Sigmar, but really no games have come out from it. Eurogamer spotted a note left deep within the bowels of Frontier's website, specifically under investor relations. These people that really dig, we normally find this stuff based upon investor calls and notes to people that are trying to make money off them. That says the company has secured the license to create an Age of Sigmar real-time strategy game. Warhammer Age of Sigmar is Games Workshop's most recent iteration of the global renowned fantasy setting in which the four grand alliances order chaos, death, and destruction. They fight for control of the mortal realms. The announcement reads, unique and distinct in style and endless in scope. This ever-growing universe sits alongside the far-future dystopia of Warhammer 40,000 as the most successful tabletop miniature game in the world. That is true. Now, I love RTS games, and again, I hate it when they say that it's dying. We're going to read an article that kind of says that in a minute. But if I had to rank... Now, I know I'm going to get beat up in the comment section below because there's so many RTS, but at least in my life, games that I have specifically played, okay? StarCraft is number 1, Command and Conquer, number 2, and then number 3 is the Warhammer Dawn of War series. And I'm not talking about StarCraft 2, or they even made a Dawn of War 2, I'm just talking about those games individually. Those are my top 3 when it comes to RTS. To put it slightly differently, Age of Sigmar is about big brass boys beating up demons in weird dimensions. In addition to literally blowing up the world of Warhammer fantasy battles, Age of Sigmar introduced a streamlined rule set to the game that encourages a more narrative-focused approach to the game and allows for a lot of advanced mechanics to be introduced on a per-unit basis via war scrolls, kind of like D&D. It's set across 8 interdimensional realms, each with its own rule set, theme, and local gods. How that might play out in the RTS is anyone's guess, but so is Frontier's approach to the genre. As it'll be the company's first ever attempt at building a real-time strategy game, Frontier has made a massive space trucking sim in Elite Dangerous, and several theme park tycoon games like Planet Coaster and Jurassic World Evolution, but no RTS games before now. This game is slated for 2023. Blech. It's too long. Okay. So that's that article. So we know that they are developing a game based upon their note to their investors. Okay, cool. So now we're going to switch over to PC Gamer. And this is an article written by Jonathan Bolding. A Warhammer Age of Sigmar RTS is coming from Elite Dangerous, developer Frontier. Again, Cool image. So down here, they kind of talk about, for the most part, the same thing, but I was reading through it and saw this, and I was like, I don't like it. Seeing a new RTS announced isn't too common in 2020, as it's a genre that many consider to be on the brink of death. While Top Flight RTS StarCraft 2, which I play very regularly, continues to do well as a popular esport, spin-off genres like MOBA have absorbed so much of the former RTS audience. Frontier is also an interesting choice of a developer for this genre. The RTS is a deeply system-driven genre requiring precise balancing. Yes, balancing is at the utmost importance in RTS, and well-made basic game functions to succeed, as evidenced by the Dawn of War 3's lukewarm reception. I liked Dawn of War. And quick fade into obscurity. I don't want to read any more of this one. Okay, let's go over to the next article. Dude, this news is everywhere, at least in the news that I follow. Frontier is working on a Warhammer Age of Sigmar RTS due in 2023. And this is on WCCF Tech. So this is actually the picture that I had up in my background for my intro. And when you look at this, it's funny, my kids were like, oh, is that part of the game? This picture is the tabletop for Age of Sigmar. You can tell, like, see the little bases right here with the characters up? These are hand-drawn characters that are extremely expensive. This is what the tabletop game looks like. It's freaking cool. Alright, it's not cool, it's nerdy. I like it. But on here, they have something else that I wanted to read for you. So this is what the Frontier's chief executive said, David Brabin. We are delighted to announce this license with Games Workshop. I personally think it's great news that two such well-established and world-class creative UK companies with global reach are collaborating on a new project. We look forward to working closely with the team at Games Workshop to bring a rich World of Warhammer Age of Sigmar to a wide audience through an immersive and accessible real-time strategy game on both PC and console. Ooh, I didn't see that before. PC and console. No console. Cut the console out. Our roadmap is looking stronger than ever with 2 games from our internal developments, each for FY 2022 and FY 23, and an exciting portfolio coming up from our third-party publishing initiative starting in 2021. I'm incredibly proud of the positive reaction of our staff to challenges of the cold, not C19, and would like to thank them for their dedication. We are delighted to release Elite Dangerous Fleet Carriers Beta and Planet Zoo South America Pack before the Easter weekend as planned. Okay. There was probably 40 articles that I could have pulled up, because anytime someone drops a new Warhammer game, it normally makes the news rounds, especially if it's RTS, because again, people think that RTS is dying. I can't say it enough, which drives me crazy. So what did we actually find out? We found out it's coming out in 2023. We found out it's coming on PC and console. We found out that it's dedicated to the Age of Sigmar time frame, which is the current tabletop standard. And for the most part, that's what we know. But I mean, what else is there to know, right? Obviously, we'll be waiting on what visuals are going to be like. I'll stay on top of their investors to see like what financials they'll be putting into it. Like, is this going to be a big budget game for them? I would think it is, because they probably had to pay a boatload for the licensing. So, I don't know. Exciting stuff. I like it when I see genres that not only genres, but games, you know, kind of tie together for the future. This is definitely going to be a game that I'm going to be covering closely on this channel. Okay, that's all I got. If you have not joined the Action RPG Discord, please check it out. It is in the description below. We have over 70 members and it's been open for over a week. The plan is to take that group of gamers from game to game together. I mean, obviously you don't have to. If you're just looking for good, active conversation around the gaming world, consider joining. I'll continue to cover this game. If you're looking for any of my recent material, it'll be linked at the end of this video. That's it. Stay home, stay safe, join the Discord. Aaron